Hello beautiful fashion designers, you're welcome to this channel. This is Bora of Bora Closet, and if you're new, you're welcome. Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you will get notified of when I post new videos. To our returning subscribers, thank you very much for staying with us. Thank you for supporting this channel, and I assure you that there are more juicy content coming your way. So sit back and relax and expect this wonderful content. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how I made this beautiful dress on your screen. I actually saw it somewhere and I could no longer trace where I saw it. So I decided to just use the memory of it in my head to create this one. And I decided to style it in different ways. While I was just playing with this gown, I found out that I could style it in different ways, just like you can see on the screen. So this is what we're doing in our tutorial today. Is a very simple dress that you can make and wear for any occasion. And if this is what you're interested in knowing, please keep on watching. So I decided to make this dress with these two trousers of Duchess that I already had, and you can use more than this is just what I have, all of it, and I'm going to just use also. I'm folding all of the two trousers. You can use 2.5 trousers or 3 trousers. The more the merrier. So the more you have, the fuller or the longer that rectangular part will be. So I have folded the two trousers into 4. So I have 4 layers on ground now, and I'm adjusting it to make sure that the 4 edges are lined. So the 4 layers will be for the front and the back together. I'm cutting both front and back together since there is no zip at the back and there is no button at the front or anywhere. So I'm just marking out the length to see if the length is what I need. And tall people like us, we finish fabric. So right here you have 60 inches and I can't have it longer than that. I would have actually loved it to be like 64 or 63 inches, but since 60 inches is the length of this fabric, I can't have it longer than 60 inches unless I want to join to it. So I have marked out my waistline from here, which is 16 inches. So from that top I marked 16 inches, and next thing that I would do is to mark out the back measurement. So the back of the dress is 16, that is 8 inches, and from that place I'm going to go down by 1 inch to get the shoulder slope. Just watch what I am doing. Then I'll connect that 1 inch to that back measurement that I have on the fabric. I'll just connect it like that. From that 1 inch I took for the shoulder slope, I'm going to mark my sleeve round. So the sleeve round that I want is 10 inches. So you can put the measurement of the sleeve that you want, but make it big so that it will gather just like you see on the style. And then I'm going to input my waist measurement. When my waist divided by 4, that is 20 divided by 4, that is 7 inches. And because this is a free gown, if I don't add to it, it's not going to pass over my bust. So I added 4 inches to the 7 inches. So that makes it 11 inches that I have drawn out on the waistline. So from there I will curve it to join the sleeve round that I have marked out already. Just like you can see the curve it has formed already. Next, I'll be going over to the hip line. Actually, this dress does not need the hip measurement, really, because all I have on fold is what I'm supposed to use. But because I won't have anything left to make the ropes, that is why I want to mark out like 4 inches from here so I can use those parts for the ropes. So I just marked my hip measurement divided by 4, which is 10.5 inches, and I added 4 inches to it, making 14.5, and I just rounded it up to 15 inches. So that 15 inches is what you see me marking there, and I'm just going to draw a straight line from the waistline all the way down, just like you see me doing. You can see the shape this has given us already. The dress is forming. So if you have more fabric, please do not cut out this, because the longer the better, or the wider the better. So you can just use everything, just cut out everything like that, and that is going to make it go around your waist and your hip better. Next, I'm going to mark out the neck measurement, and I'll be marking the front and the back neckline on this, but I will cut it separately. Because this is going to be a turtleneck, I'm going to be taking 2 by 2.5 inches for the front and 2 by 1 inch for the back. So I've marked both of them there, but I will cut them separately. I'll first cut the back and then remove one to cut the front neckline, just like we do for boo gowns. And after doing that, I'm going to connect the shoulder slope to the neckline. Just extend the line that I already have, and that is going to be the new shoulder slope, just like you see me doing. Now this is ready for cutting. Here is the front piece, and I'm going to be cutting out the neckline for the front piece separately after taking away the back piece. And this is the front piece now. You can see what it looks like, just like a rectangle at the down part and the shape of a basic bodice at the upper part. So I'm going to be taking the back piece. Actually, you can have your opening at the front because you know that the neckline we have here cannot enter the head. So we have to make an opening on either the front or the back, but I decided to put my own opening at the back, and this is why I've picked the back piece, and I'm going to be slitting it open, but I need to confirm how long I want the opening to be. So I measured 6 inches for the opening, and I'm going to be slitting it open up till that 6 inches, and this is what will make it easier for it to enter the head. So I'll be using this sequence to turn in that slit part where I just created the space for the head. I don't have enough fabric. I would have used the fabric, but at the end of the day I liked how this turned out because it made it look more beautiful. So this sequence is a remnant, and I'm just going to pin it down and bring out the shape of the neckline so that I'll be able to turn it out. And don't forget that we are putting a collar, so we are not really turning out the brand neckline. It's just that slit part that I'm going to be turning out, and you can see me cutting out the shape of the neckline on the sequence, so I'll be able to use it to turn out the neckline at the slit area. I also went ahead to shape the sequence to make it look better. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to be placing it on the back neckline just like this and turn it out. That is the first thing I will do before I join the shoulders of the front to the back neckline. After turning it out, this is what it looks like at the back, and the next thing I'm going to do is to place both the back and the front piece on top of each other, and I'm going to join the shoulders. At this point, I have joined the shoulders already, and the next thing is to join the sides. But before joining the sides, I have to attach the ropes to the sides before joining. That is why I have brought out the remnant from what I cut the other time. You remember the part where I had to reduce the measurement just to get these ropes, and I'm going to cut out 2 pieces of ropes. It should be as long as possible, and I'm going to turn out the ropes just like that. After turning out the ropes, this is what I have. Each rope is about 50 inches long. You can have it longer than that so that it will be able to go around your waist if you have a bigger waist. Next, I'm going to be attaching the ropes to the sides of the dress where this pointy edge, like the top of that rectangle, as you can see me doing, I'm just going to put it from inside and use my office pin to hold it down, so when I take it to the machine, I'll be able to just sew over it. You're going to put the ropes through the right side of the dress on both sides. Pin it down. Leave small space at the top for joining the two pieces together at the top of the rope. So maybe like ½ inch is enough, or a ¼ inch. And you can just hold down the ropes like this on both sides. Then I'll be taking it to the machine and sew it right down just like that. You see my hand, and you repeat this same thing for the other side too. So this is it when I was done joining both sides of the fabric. This is what it looks like on the right side, and you have to notch it inside so that there will be no folds. You know that curvy part may fold if you don't notch it very well, so you have to notch it inside so that it can come out very well, as sharp and pointy as it should be. So this is the cloth on the right side. You can see the shape it's giving. The next thing is to do the collar, and I'll be marking what I have on the neckline of the front and the back together. So this is what I will use to cut out the collar on the remnants from the pieces I've cut. So I'm marking 3 inches for the collar, 3 inches wide, and the length will be what I have on the neckline, which is 16 inches. So I have 3 inches by 16 inches right here, and I'm going to cut it out. After cutting it out, I'll just fold it like this and sew it around the neckline. I'll first place one edge on the neckline, sew it all the way down, then flip it over and sew it all the way down again. You can just place the two edges together and sew it around the neckline. That means you are going to overlock it. But most times, to make your collar very neat, it is better to just sew one side first and flip the other side over to cover up the sewing. Here I was done fixing the collar. You can see it right there on your screen. The next thing I'll do is to extend the length of this sleeve. If the fabric was longer than that, I wouldn't have to join this sequence to the sleeves. But because what I have is not up to the long sleeve length of my dress, I want to add this sequence to it to make it longer. And you just cut out enough to reach your wrist, and you're going to join it to the two sleeves. And you can see the gathers that I was talking about the other time while I was measuring the sleeve width. So because I have excess on the sleeves, I was able to gather it this way to form these gathers on the sequence. You can see it right there. So I have also folded in the down part, and this will be the end of this dress. Just have to iron it very well, and then the dress will be ready. This is going to be the end of this tutorial. If you have questions, kindly drop them in the comment section. I'm going to attend to all questions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. And this is why I say bye to you. I will see you in another video. Till then, stay good and enjoy yourself. Bye.